Today we're making a very traditional old type biscuit called oatcake, which was a very hearty, wholesome food. All we need for oatcake is very simply boiling water, salt and our pinhead oats. Use pinhead oats because they're a lot finer than the rolled oats that you would use when you're making your porridge. Okay, first thing that we actually use is our pinhead oats. As you can see, I'm just tipping them in. You really will find out when you're adding the boiling water how much you would need. But just to give you an idea, that's approximately the size of the cup that I would use. 4 or 5 cups. And then I would use 2 good large pinches of salt. Give it a real good mix. And now we're ready to add the boiling water. And now we are adding hot water. Very, very slowly, for actually it takes very little water to bind the mixture together. Now, actually that's not very, that's quite near it. And there's one little tip I would just like to share with you. And that is I actually, when I go to roll this out, I use flour to dust my baking board. I find it's a lot easier. And this is the stage I find it's always quite gloopy, quite awkward to handle, as you can see. To me, it resembles very much the gravel you find outside. So you actually have to keep patting it down. And I use my hands to start off with till I get it into the shape that I'm actually looking for, which is round. It fits very well onto my hardening iron. And as you can see, it is quite... So there's quite a lot of work involved in this as we go around. Again, an odd little sprinkle of flour doesn't do any harm. And always try and make sure it moves around the board, because that's the idea of putting the flour on as my base, that it doesn't stick to the worktop. Again, you just keep moulding it round in a nice circle. And once you think it's cooled a little bit, you can press it down. And now it's time that we can actually think of using the rolling pin. An odd crack will appear. Don't worry. Use your fingers. Get them stuck in together. And as you can see, it does come together. Patience, as they say, is a virtue, and certainly when you're making oatcake, you really do need patience. Now, I like my oatcake quite thick, and this is probably the way I would leave it here at this thickness. And I'll let it sit here for maybe 5-10 minutes till it cools, and then I'll place it on my hardening iron, which dries it in front of the fire. As you've seen, I've just placed my oatcake to dry on the griddle over the hearth fire. But you can actually dry your oatcake at home in your ovens, set at a slow setting, and let it sit and dry for maybe 2-3 hours. And then you'll have the perfect dried homemade oatcake. Now, after the oatcake sits on the griddle for approximately about half an hour, they take it and they will put it on a hardening iron which sat in front of the fire to actually dry out the bread. Removes all the moisture, so it's rock hard. So this actual piece of bread would keep 4, 6, 7 weeks, and that's why it was an ideal food for people emigrating to another country to carry with them. Even farmers on their farms would have taken a piece out to the fields to work all day, and the children also to school. So oatcake was a very big part of traditional Irish cooking.